Well, congratulations. I love this show.
Oh,
it's
great.
Amazing. There's a wonderful line that Jessica says at the beginning, which is, "This has been done to death." How do you begin to do a prequel fantasy series that's different from everything else, different from Witcher, but still the same kind of threads?
Yeah, how did you do that?
Lots of coffee, great writers. No, the thing that was really interesting to me was being able to show a world. We know the world of Sapkowski's books wonderfully, and for me, the linchpin here was the elven world. And I kept, even before I got to write this series, I kept thinking, what did this world look like? You know, how did they exist? They're pre-agrarian, they're barely reproducing, they're on the bones of their arse about to die off in the world of The Witcher. How did they fall so far? And I'm fascinated by like the fall of Roman civilization and Assyrian empires and all that. I went, what did that world look like? And then I get to tell the story. So getting to flip that, and you know, you're still sending threads forward to the books with the characters and everything like that, but project a world that surprises the viewers. That was just very intriguing to me, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny that you bring up the ancient history aspect of it, because it looks and feels like this glorious empire. Great. How is it developing that kind of scenery, the costumes and...
Well, we were really lucky. We had a brilliant costumer in Lucinda Wright, and we had a brilliant production designer in Andrew Laws and their teams. So the stuff they came up with was just absolutely amazing. I mean, I had a concept and a general feel for what I wanted. I'd say it's like the Assyrian Empire meets Blade Runner, and then you go, oh fuck, that looks exactly like the Assyrian Empire meets Blade Runner. It was great, you know. So it was great working with these people, very talented. So I was just delighted with how it came out.
Amazing. And then working with like a new fresh blood coming into The Witcher, how is it casting this?
Oh my God, it was amazing. And I do think like what I loved is that Declan had crafted characters from the very beginning that had such distinct voices. And they were voices that were different from what you expect, again, what you've seen on The Witcher. Do you remember we had all of these conversations about how elves would speak? Yes. Because there's very sort of, you know, there's a lot of classical elves in you know, sort of genre and in fantasy shows. And you were like, I want my elves, they're gonna curse. They're gonna sound like everyone else in our world. And it was one of the big distinctions that I think you made from the get-go. And I love that. Again, it's like taking what we know from The Witcher and getting to slightly reinvent it. And to me, this is just, it's a great jumpstart as well for what we're about to see in season 3, because there's a lot of stuff in Blood Origin that carries through.
And there was a lot of things we got to set up, like little things, like the elves in our world, in the Witch world, none of them have beards. But a few in ours, like have facial hair, and you go, okay, why do they have facial hair? Oh, why are they not reproducing in this world? It's like, what happened biologically? Because Sapkowski's great with his genetics and biology and science and stuff, so I wanted to kind of seed that in and let that for the audience as well, so that's cool.
Amazing. I have time for like one small silly question, but because everyone else wears like the elven ears in the show, do you guys have your own set?
Desperately wanted some, but instead of raiding the ear box, I raided our armourer Nick Jeffries box. I've got all the weapons box, so I've got.
I mean, it is a weapon.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think I know what I would choose.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. You've been an absolute delight, and good luck with the series.
Thanks a million.
Thank you. So glad you loved it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey